In April 2022, the major story expansion Lost Valley for Solasta, Crown of the Magister was released. By the way, this is the only large computer RPG today, along with Baldur's Gate 3, that works within the modern rules and trends of the D&D desktop system. What are the main advantages of Solasta, Crown of the Magister? Well, first of all, this is a hardcore party RPG. We choose not only race and class, but also hereditary traits and background. And the latter even affects how often your character will swear, whether he will understand other languages, whether he will become a formalist who uses a lot of scientific terms in dialogues, an atheist or an egoist. And, of course, this is reflected in turn-based tactical battles, which are the main dish of Solasta. In addition, much attention is paid to checks for reaction, surprise, initiative, and in general everything that will allow you to catch enemies by surprise. Finally, this is a real vertical tactic, where not only all sorts of monsters, spiders and other creatures, but also your wards are able to soar in the air, crawl along walls and ceilings. There are special spells for this. It is also important that Solasta, Crown of the Magister can and should be played in co-op. It also allows you to create your own adventures in the built-in editor. Hi guys. You are on the RTV Gaming channel and we are starting. Start with the not so good news. The new story campaign, 20 hours of playthrough, has become even more dry and formal in terms of the quality of quests, dialogues and characters. The quests themselves mostly come down to the classics: find, save an important character, deliver a package or a message. And the ruler, instead of instructing us to uncover some kind of conspiracy, asks you to bring him a couple of rare herbs and the heads of several especially cool monsters that live in the valley. It's always been a dream. Dialogues rarely go beyond simple remarks, which are often interrupted in mid-sentence. Sometimes there are even doubts about the mental abilities of not only the giants who hardly choose words, but all the characters. On the other hand, this does not mean that Lost Valley is not interesting. There are enough quests, locations, enemies, puzzles, traps and trials to make the game captivating. Entering an inconspicuous-looking swamp, you can come across abandoned temples or see strange footprints leading to a cave with trolls and spiders. In general, enough adventure. And they are all the more interesting because new features have appeared not only in multiplayer and the dungeon editor, but also in role-playing and combat mechanics. Thus, subclasses for each of the 9 specializations were added to the new classes. Accordingly, in battles there are now more options for using certain abilities/spells, their arsenal has increased, and more strong enemies have appeared. Also, the authors reworked the system of surprise so that it more closely matches the rules of the board game and makes the battles more balanced. As a result, even in the story mode, you can't really relax at all, not to mention the authentic and higher difficulty levels. Solasta, Lost Valley is not too inventive in terms of quests, texts and dialogues, a party-based RPG, which nevertheless fulfills its main function and makes it possible to pass many difficult tests. All fans of this role-playing system will be, if not happy, then certainly satisfied.